as we are looking to expand, we needed to make sure we had the right butts in the right seats. And so because Caitlin was kind of limited on what she could do any further for us, and Lauren and I went and had beers like what, 3 months ago or so, 4 months ago, something like that. And we really kind of hit it off, and we found out that this actually might be a really good thing for Lauren to take over, because she was really tired of working her current or her former job now. And so Lauren's going to take over basically all the day-to-day stuff that Caitlin would have done for you guys. So you actually reach out to her. He's also going to help me with the recruitment of agents. So if you guys need help with referring agents, you're actually going to refer her. But obviously, I will be working with her hand in hand for the next several weeks, showing her the ropes and everything like that. But Lauren is going to be my go-to and your go-to for a lot of things now. And then Caitlin is obviously still sticking around. She's not going anywhere. She wouldn't be on this call this morning. But Caitlin is actually going to be running up the entire transaction coordination division. So if you have deals that need transaction coordination, you should really, really, really consider using Caitlin, because she's really, really good at it. And that's why we decided to move her into that. Lauren's last name, it's Gavin now.
Yeah, it is. I haven't gotten a change with the VPR yet, but I will soon.
All good. And so with also, I'm not going to go into details because I told you guys we would have individual one-on-one conversations here going forward. We do have a new structure here at the brokerage for commission splits. We are no longer offering the flat fee to anyone new that is joining. And we will talk about this, guys. If you are already here on this call, that means you are still grandfathered into the old plan, if that's what you wish. But we will, like I said, we will talk to you guys about all the cool stuff with the new plan, with all that stock option stuff we talked about at the anniversary party. We'll go into detail. Lauren and I will walk you through all of that stuff in the coming weeks. So don't be weirded out about any of that stuff. We will explain all of it for you. We will not leave you guys in the lurch wondering what the hell is going on. But like I said, you guys are all grandfathered in at that rate if you so choose to be that way. Okay, so I want to jump in now and screen share the iBuyer program thing I was talking to you about. All right, should be able to see that, and I will swing this over here. All right, so this is going to be something for you guys that want to use it. We are doing a 90-day test run of this. I want to show you, this is basically, again, 50,000 foot view of this. All of you guys will get your own basically landing page website like this that will tie into a back end, but this is what it's going to look like. You can drive traffic to this, where you will actually be able to have people enter their address to upload photos, just like OfferPad, just like Opendoor does. But now, instead of them paying those astronomical fees to those people, or to those big, huge corporations, the fee structure on this is so much better. And again, I'm not going to go into the fee structure on this particular thing, but this is where they would land on their page to get their iBuyer stuff going. Now, having also said that, you can use this as part of your listing presentation. Hey, look, we have an iBuyer program here at our brokerage. And if you'd like to get multiple cash offers for your house, we can do that for you. And you can do that directly from your own back-end dashboard, which I will bring over here as well. So it's very similar to what you've seen in other CRMs, but it's going to tell you how many iBuyer clients you have, click to list stats, and stuff like this. So basically, it also has a way to track your deals if they come through this program. It does tie in with KV Core as well. We'll be working on that integration here as well. And then all of you guys will get added here. I started adding a few of you guys as well already this morning. And I've been playing around with this myself. But long and short of what's really cool and what's different about this as well is that, say you have someone who wants to sell their house, like, I don't know what's going to happen. If I sell it today and I sell it for cash, where am I going? Well, they actually have a program built in here called the trade-in offer, where basically what they will do is they will buy your house for cash, or the seller's house for cash. They will hold a small amount back in escrow, and then they will then go buy the next house for you with cash. And so that you have this transition period where they bought the house, you can live in it, lease back essentially from them, and then they will go act on your behalf with a cash offer so that their offer is now super strong in the marketplace to do that. And then the other one they can also do, they will do the lease back program for up to a year as well. So if, like, say you want to sell now, you want to capitalize on the equity, but you don't necessarily know if you want to move into a new house, you upgrade, downgrade, maybe you want to move out of state. They're giving you 12 months to make that decision. They also just do a small escrow holdback. And guess what? You get the fees. So say they sell the house to the cash buyer in iBuyer, which we are also a cash buyer. Every one of you could be a cash buyer in the system as well if you want to be. You can now be an iBuyer, and I will show you how to do all this stuff on Friday. The cool part is that if they decide to sell it straight out to the iBuyer, there's a 2.5% fee still locked into the deal so that you as the agent get the quote unquote listing fee. So you're not getting cut out of the deal if they're getting the cash offer and they decide to take any of those different fee structures, you're still getting paid, which is one of the reasons I was like, we have to do this. So I know you guys are gonna have a million questions on it and it's totally fine. I just wanted to give you guys the introduction to this, but it is a very streamlined approach. It is very, very, very cool. And I will actually put the link into the quick little like 12-minute video in the chat right now. So you guys can watch this afterwards today. And you can kind of get a quick, and even maybe the 30,000 foot view of it before we start getting into the 10,000 foot view on Friday. But it is a very, very cool thing for you guys to use. And so there's also one thing I want to show you guys before I get out of this. I'm going to minimize this and bring this back over here. Is that they actually have a really, anybody in here use Canva? Pretty much everybody uses Canva these days. They have a marketing section over here where they have videos, scripts, campaigns, and printables. But this is a really cool thing. It ties into an Airtable account, which is a shareable account. Doesn't matter what that means. But hang on a second. It's going to take a minute because I'm streaming it here. Explainer things. Like you guys can basically take this. You know, the red flag thing was a pretty popular thing last couple months, right? If you have a Canva account, you can literally click this link. It will take this right here, put it into your Canva link, and you can put your headshot, your name, your handle for your Twitter, or your, I don't know anyone who uses Twitter really, or your Instagram handle, whatever. And then you have your ad copy. They've written out all of your ad copy for you, all of it. And so what I like about this too is that there's only like, there's no other brokerage on our level in the area using it like this. There's a couple single agents in Tampa Bay using it. Like one guy at Remax has a team of like 4 people using it, and one single agent person at EXP, I think, in Brandon or Riverview or Valrico or something is using it. That's it. So there's no one here in Tampa Bay using it like the level we are. Oopsies. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. So you guys will have this stuff right here. Recently, when sellers sold their home for $85,000 more than they paid for it, I want to help you get that equity. And there's got this right here. And you put your link in bio, you know, cash offer, whatever you want to do in your link for bio, and it links it right back to your page. So all of you will get like your own iBuyer page that looks just like the one I was showing you, not that one. So you got all this free marketing material. Use it. And it's all really nicely done. And it literally just goes on for days, guys. So if you don't have a Canva account, it's free. There's obviously paid versions of Canva, but you don't have to. And you know, there you go. Here's the drop dates. They're telling you when they're going to do all the stuff for February. February 15th, they'll drop a whole bunch more of stuff. Same with March. It is not part of KV Core, Ilsa. It is a company called Zudelio. And the cool part is like, I've already added us Outfast Capital Incorporated as an iBuyer in here. So like when you guys have a lead that comes in, if it meets our criteria, we will actually be the ones making you an offer on that property. Now granted, if it's a fixer upper, more power to us, but like, we're starting to play a little bit with this new capital raise. Once it gets going, we will be playing, small ball with these big iBuyers. But to give you an idea, they literally have an entire list of cash buyers in a national database, and it gives you all of their criteria. So you could run the ads in other states. Like I know Ilsa, like I don't know if you're still licensed in Colorado, like I don't know if you're still licensed in Maine, right? You could literally run ads for this in Maine and still get the listing out of it.
Nice.
Because the thing is, they may not take. Oh, I didn't show you guys that. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me show you that. Hang on. So in the iBuyer thing, when they see their offers, I'm still getting used to this too, guys, so bear with me. Let me go back to their website. Oh, maybe it is on the website. I don't know if you'll see it or not. Okay, see this, guys, on the left-hand side? This is what their offer dashboard is going to look like. You're going to have the ability to tell them what you would list their home for. They're going to do the hard work. You can either set up an appointment. Yes, it's recorded. You will be able to go in there and do CMAs, run your comps, look at the photos that they've uploaded, or you can go to the property yourself and you can then tell them, hey, you're going to list a house for you for here in this example, it's 519, right? It tells them what you're going to put their estimated closing costs, like a seller net sheet. Cash at close 520 if you list it with me, or you take the cash, the trade-in. That's the thing where they buy it from you, and then you can trade it in for the next house, and they're going to buy your next house cash, and then you refinance it out, whatever. Or straight up cash buyer. There's their cash at close. So it literally breaks it down for them how much money they're going to get. And so obviously we want to drive them towards listings if it makes more sense for them. But either way, you guys are getting paid one way or the other all along the way. Yeah, it's freaking
I'm
awesome.
really tired of people telling me, oh, I think I'm just gonna go with Open.
Yeah, we are now Open Doors competitor, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Here's the funny part. Guess who some of the iBuyers are?
Really?
OfferPad, Zillow, and Open Door.
Funny.
You're not telling your sellers that, but you work with iBuyers just like them. And we cut out some of their fees. Yep. Because if they're not, here's the thing, guys, you gotta think of it as a business owner. If they're not the ones marketing, you're fine. If they're not the ones marketing and we're doing the marketing for them, they don't have as many fees because we're doing the hard work for them. But Open Door is a buyer in the system. They won't say that they're the iBuyer. They won't say like Open Door is the cash offer. Like you can decide what your iBuyers' names are. Right? So like I'm going to put in there Outfast Capital. I want them to know that Outfast Capital is actually buying deals, right? Because we're paying for this software. Okay. And so after 90 days, we're going to do a reevaluation of whether we like this or not. And then if you guys like it, it will be just a small add-on fee. Straight up. I can't afford to keep doing this every month because it gets very expensive on this. So any questions so far? Again, I gave you the quickest version I could of this system. And again, I'm going to put that in the chat really quick, that link to watch it later. Again, that's a little bit more in depth, but it's a really good synopsis video there. All right, so I want to move on real quick to, I'm not going to go through all of these, but this kind of piggybacks on what I told you guys last week, I think it was. And I got this tip again from Inman. I think I love this newsletter and the articles they do. So they basically had a lot of agents who are top producers all over the country want to give some advice to brand new agents. Okay. For how they went, and they explain their statistics in here to like, so that you know they're not bullshitting and they're not just making shit up. I'm going to go through some of my favorite ones, some of the 89s. Okay. So some of the topics that they had in here was getting started, choosing a focus, choosing a market, lead generation, nurturing leads, working with real estate clients, the real estate transaction, retaining real estate clients, real estate branding and marketing, managing your time. Thanks, Michael. Colleagues, peers, and mentors, staying educated, teams, technology, virtue, self-care. My God, you buyer's agents need some self-care right now.
Why is that so far down the list?
Yeah, right. And overcoming adversity. So again, if you guys want to buy an Inman subscription, it's like $90 for the year, and you can actually get all of this. But remember, I told you guys last week, it was like choosing a focus. And like that's like your unique selling proposition. I'm gonna actually stop sharing my screen now. Actually, I can share it, bring this over. So I told you guys like your unique selling proposition, right? And this lady here is like the most, always prove your value. This is the most difficult market I've ever seen. The reason my biggest competition is for sale by owners or uneducated agents sticking a sign in the front yard and selling the home fast. In this market, little skill is required. There are more agents than listings. So how do you stand out? Be the expert and always prove your value. Know it's in your best or your seller's best interest. Okay, here you go. My internet. She did 153 transactions in 2021. That's a lot. Here's Ben. Sniff out the underserved niche. I told you guys last week, riches are in the niches. So find out what your niche is going to be. And you guys can watch this. Number one among approximately 250 agents in Dallas, Texas for transaction side. Obviously, that's a whole team, but he did 6,500 deals in 1 year. I don't know how, but we should research this guy. But my God, that's insane. Again, once you figure out your specialty, stay laser focused on it. We are entrepreneurs. We have never seen or never heard or seen a bad idea. And so like you want to niche down, again, probate is a fantastic one in Florida. Heather and her boyfriend Travis were experts at probate when they were doing investing. That's all they ever marketed to. They didn't do pre-foreclosures. They didn't do evictions or anything like that. They focused straight on probates, and like they were some of the best probate deals out there. All right, he ranked 49 out of 250, but he just still did 124 transactions. That is still nothing to sniff at in 1 year. Okay. Don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Goes on the same thing. It's just the same recurring theme. Okay. Here's some things on lead generation. Be a politician. Remember, everyone you come in contact with, potential client, put your best self out there, blah, blah, blah. I like this one, actually. I read this one this morning. Create your own listings. Screaming at this since we started this brokerage. If you're struggling on a low inventory market, think outside the box and create your own listings. Find investors you can lean on to build spec homes that will create more open house opportunities and keep building on those contacts. Okay, so that's one. Work with investors who are flipping houses. We got a brokerage full of them, right? There are agents, there are TV RIAs full of them. Show them how you can be a value to them, find them good deals, and then list it on the back end for them. You're literally creating your own inventory. So learn to become a master of acquisitions. What do I look for? I have told you guys, I will literally sit down with you guys and show you how to set up systems and processes to go find motivated sellers and what to go to do to talk to them. Okay, that includes setting up calls, cold calling, texting, the whole 9 yards, where to find them, how to parse them out. And a really good colleague of mine, I guess you'd say an acquaintance, he broke it down for everybody on this quick little reel. And I was like, thank you. He was like, if you want to do 10 deals in a month in wholesaling, right, or acquisitions, you need to put out 100,000 leads per month. That's not like, that's 100,000 pulls, right? And that's in a very competitive market like Tampa Bay. So you pull 100,000 leads from PropStream, Realist, wherever, doesn't matter. You send all of your marketing out to those people, whether it's direct mail, cold calling, texting, whatever, your websites, Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever, same thing. You're getting out in front of 100,000 prospects. Of those 100,000, it's the 10% rule, ladies and gentlemen, you'll figure this out. You'll talk to 10,000 people. Of those 10,000 people, you'll probably get 100 contracts and acquisitions, of which will guarantee you 10 closings. Now, those other 90, some will fall out, some will also close, but to guarantee yourself 10 deals in a month, You need to be having 100 or 10,000 conversations with people. That's a lot. But that's what we're talking about here. You guys want to do 120 deals like some of these people, you gotta be freaking be willing to talk to 100,000 people or 10,000 people a month. That's a lot of people. Yeah, right? I agree. That's 10 guaranteed sales. If you've got 100 people who have signed a contract with you on acquisitions or on listings or as buyers, you're probably going to really be more like around 30 deals closed that month. But you can just bank on 10 actually guaranteed, without a doubt, closing. Again, not everyone has $100,000, not $100,000. It wouldn't cost you $100,000 a month. But no one has like maybe $15,000 a month marketing budget to do that. But if you do the math and you can borrow $15,000 from somebody for 6 months, you're literally going to put close to 7 figures in your pocket if you're able to do that based on just sheer math. Okay, you had 10 guaranteed contracts a month and your average commission is $8,000. That's $80,000 a month, and that's just the guaranteed part. Right? So anyway, I went off on a little tangent with that one. But I just because I've been screaming. Here you go, prospect 24/7. If it's Sunday, it's an open house day. So even if the houses are under contract, again, I love this lady, Alyssa Keenan, she's with KW, lots of credit to her. Reached out to us one day and was like, hey, can we host an open house at one of your listings? Does not mean you have to leverage just our open houses. Leverage other brokerages open houses as well. Listing agents do not want to host open houses. They just don't want to do it. Okay, so reach out. Narrow it on 2 neighborhoods, riches and the niches. Again, it comes down to that, right?
She said neighborhoods of at least 100 homes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Find at least 2.
Like, I think about it, mine.
This is new. This is new agents. These are for new agents to talk to and like
But like,
niche
I
it
think
down.
about like just my neighborhood is 1,100 homes.
All right.
Like, holy shit. I don't know, it just, wow.
Again, this new iBuyer program is gonna be amazing for you guys, especially in those communities that houses aren't that old. iBuyers are dying for that stuff. How old's your house?
My house is like older than me, way older than me.
What
Like
year?
86.
Yeah, they're dying for that all day. 1978 and newer. iBuyers, the hedge
Oh,
funds
okay, I
are
thought you
dying
meant
for
like
them.
new. I was
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
No,
Okay,
That's
not-
new.
Okay.
That's new. Yeah.
That's new. Anything prior to 1978, they
They're
don't
the
really want to
oldest
touch.
neighbor.
But telling you guys, like anything that has 100 homes has and anyone now has a shit ton of equity.
Yeah.
There's another good reminder for you guys. Invite the neighbors. And this is like some of the basic stuff right here, guys. 144 transactions in 1 year.
Oh.
Just blows my mind. 135. So these people can squeeze in as many open houses as possible on weekends. 3 on Saturday and Sunday. Ask the agent if you can host his or her listing. Again, it's a lot, guys. But you guys want to make
And
6
if you wanna-
figures,
Yeah.
you got to fucking put the work in. Again, tack to market. Settle in for a long ride. Love that one too. As you guys who have been working a lot of our leads, it is not about instant gratification with leads. Referrals are instant gratification, but you get to have referrals from the leads you work that actually will turn into referrals over time. Again. Yeah, I don't have time to go through all of these. You guys can go buy the subscription for this if you want to. But this literally puts out amazing content every single day on Inman. But again, it's the biggest real estate conference in the world every year. Okay? All right.
That's the one that I hadn't invested in, but I think it should.
It's overwhelming, don't get me wrong, because there's a lot of stuff in there, but they've got all sorts of different stuff in here for you guys too. All right, I want to see, be nice.
It is a good
I like this one right here too. It's a big deal. You were helping people with the biggest transaction of their entire life, and now you're having two of them typically. if they want to capitalize on their equity, they're also gonna have to go buy another one. And there's a lot of fear involved in buying and thinking they're overpaying for these houses right now.
Mhm.
I asked people 6, 12, 18 months ago if they were overpaying then. Yeah,
Truthfully, I think the thought of like that they're overpaying for it is because values shot up so quickly with everything. I think it's just overwhelming to people.
it's overwhelming to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's overwhelming to me that like some of these houses are going for what they're going for. It's just absolutely insane.
Our house is, I could sell our house for twice what we paid for it.
Yeah,
Which is just
same.
absurd. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I've owned my house for going on 3 years and 2 months. In 2 months,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you're in even a hotter area than
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe more. I don't even know. Maybe it's worth more than double now.
Well, I'm getting mine appraised today, so.
Your house? Oh, you're gonna refi?
Yeah, we're doing that. everybody,
Nice.
but-
We're doing the same as soon as we're done selling our mom's house. But anyway, this is another one for you guys too. I love success comes in waves. Literally, that's like my entire career. Like next month, I have almost $100,000 in assignment fees coming in. I had nothing this month. Ride the wave. Blah, blah, blah. All right, enough of that.
So some of those have multiple tips too, I noticed.
Yeah,
One
there's
of
just a
those
lot
I
of good
just
stuff
had-
in there for
yeah.
sure. And that's why I love that website. Griff was the one that turned me on to it actually.
Mhm.
So, all right, guys, let's run through haves and wants if you've got them, real quick. Starting with Ilsa. You're the first one to jump in this morning. She might not be able to talk. She was chatting earlier. Emily, how are you feeling? How's everybody doing with COVID?
Hi, guys. I'm here. Yes.
Hi.
Okay, I'm working on a bunch of buyer leads. I probably have showings on Thursday with one lady from California. It's probably a cash buyer. But yeah, other than that, I showed some properties, not this weekend, but the weekend before. But now they kind of go quiet. So I'm still on them. I just, expand their search a little bit so they get more options in their email. But I'm following up with them. But yeah,
Okay.
a bunch of buyers. And other than that, I'm waiting on, 3 buyers under contract with the new builds, and they're still closing, hopefully by April at the latest, maybe May. But yeah, I'm working on the leads.
Gotcha.
No questions.
Have you done it? Like I told you before, Elsa, I'd love to sit down with all of you guys and put together a seller lead strategy that will work, especially with the iBuyer program, because,
Okay.
it's going to be a big thing for all of you guys who are looking to get more seller leads to help get you guys your foot in the door with potential sellers. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Greg.
Emily,
Hi, good morning.
good
Morning.
morning. Yeah. So how's everybody feeling with COVID? I know you said your husband got it last week, right?
Yeah, well, we're COVID free, so he's
Good.
back to work, thank God.
Oh.
And the kids are good. I'm good. I didn't catch it, so I've been testing negative, so I'm good. So we're all good.
Are we getting close to leasing that Apollo Beach house yet?
Yes, we actually have Ilsa from
Yeah.
that referral off of I guess that from Facebook. I showed the house on Friday, and then they put an application in. The owner approved the application, and of course with some stipulations, and they said yes, but then they didn't give me like a definite yes yet. I guess because they put their house up for sale and they got a cash offer, but they want to close in 7 days, and they're just they're not sure if they can move out in 7 days. So everything's just kind of up in the air with them right now. So I'll probably reach out to her this morning. What did she say? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's what she was telling me, that it was, hard for them to move and, in a couple days, or, in 6 days. So, but, we offered, they approved her for it and everything. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what they decide. Cause we have the lease ready and ready to go, and just waiting on them. I also got a lead from, I guess, KB Core this weekend. And I want to show, it's a rental, so I want to show him and his family homes yesterday, and they put an application in. So hopefully, their lease up, they should be able to sign their lease later on this evening. So then I have my buyer. Actually, my buyer lives next door. I rented the house to them next door to where I live. And they Friday, we have an appointment with DR Horton in Waimama, because they found a house out there. So hopefully they'll get everything together, because they're already pre-approved. So it's just them looking for a house, and they did find one. So hopefully we'll go under contract this weekend. And then my one other buyer, they're kind of dragging their feet. This is the one that's like, they've been pre-approved for 600,000, and they're just kind of like looking anywhere from Wesley Chapel all the way down south. So they're just all over the place. They haven't decided if they want new construction or a resale. So they're all over the place. So that's all I have so far.
Oh, I have one point. You said you got a renter over the weekend and everything. It sounds like you got them taken care of, but so with renters, can we get them with this iBuyer program like the Matt went, like I guess the backside you were talking about, like it's kind of a rent to own program.
That's only if they're selling.
Oh, okay.
Only if they're selling.
As just kind of an FYI, Emily, if you have renters and don't want to deal with the renters and everything, send them my way, and I can try to work on getting them into the rent to own program, and I can give you a referral fee for it that way.
Okay.
If that's something you'd rather do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, a lot of us rentals are not, not
Very
worth,
profitable.
yeah, they're not really
Yeah,
worth the
I
time.
know.
Around everywhere.
Yeah.
So if they're willing and able to do the rent to own program, that's even better for everybody.
Okay, yeah, because I know I helped him because he was looking out, in Ruskin, Sun City Center by Mama. So I was like, okay, I'm out here anyway. It's not going to take me long to do the showings. But I really want to, Greg, I just want to let you know, I think Friday you said that we're going to, I guess, go more into detail about the iBuyer program, because I'm getting ready to put out my postcards for my Just Sold. And I just want to, out in Waterset. So I just want to make sure I'll probably come to the office to learn this. So if I, get any calls, I can make sure I offer this program to anyone that calls me. So.
Yeah, watch that video so you kind of get a little bit more. You guys will all get invites this week before Friday to start playing around with the back end of it. Obviously, don't do anything crazy until you get some training on it. But they actually also have, kind of like KB Core does, guys, they actually have like weekly coaching calls. One of them is on the system itself, and then also one is on sales tips and tricks and stuff like that. So they've got some really good support on there as well. They remind me a lot of KB Core, but they're not trying to be KB Core. They do integrate with KB Core. So like what we're working on right now is getting to like when the leads come in off of your website or whatever, you can or you add a seller in there manually. It will tie in your KB Core so you can have them in their campaigns and whatnot. And they actually just told me on a Friday, he gave me a little sneak peek. He told me that they actually have written out smart campaigns, essentially like the text and email campaigns for you guys. All we do is copy and paste them on our end and throw them in his company. And then you guys will have the smart campaigns for your iBuyer. So if they come in off your iBuyer your site, you will have templated text and email. Oh, one last thing that he'll show you on Friday too with it is super awesome, is that they have text code verification. So like if a lead comes in off of your site, or even manually do it, right? Like in front of your seller, it sends them a text code to verify that they're a legit person. They're not just like they're not gonna get anything unless their phone number is correct. Because the leads on Facebook or Google sometimes, like there's no, they're fake numbers or fake email addresses, which I get it. But yeah, these are all to get them qualified, like they make them text it, the code into the system, which I was
That's
like,
pretty
that's
cool.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got some really cool stuff, like the marketing, the making sure that they're real people, the follow-up campaigns. And he said that their campaigns, they've been testing it in big markets. They're getting like a 30% response rate on their emails, not open rates, response rates, which is
Wow.
fucking mind-blowing. So,
Wow.
yeah, yes. So well, that's what I'm saying, guys, like this is like next level type technology. Take that, Compass. That's funny. I didn't mean that because he told me, I was like, it was between us and Compass, so. But EXP and Compass are like always like, oh, we're technology based. Yeah, okay, sure.
That was perfect timing. I like that one.
But yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited about it. So actually very excited. Nina, what do you got going on? I'll have a contract for you today, by the way. I don't know if you're not able to talk now.
Can you
It's okay. There we go.
Can you hear me
Yep.
a little bit? Hi, I'm doing good. I'm just waiting to get my property appraised. I have a closing tomorrow. I have two under contract and a listing appointment on Wednesday.
Nice.
And yeah, and I'm waiting for a contract. So I'm doing good. Trying
Rock
to
and
keep up
roll.
with the programs. So
Yeah, just a little bit being thrown at you, I'm sure.
yeah, but everything's great.
Cool.
Thank
Awesome. Caitlin,
I have a couple of buyers actually through the rent to own program. They're looking, so I've got somebody looking down in like Northport area, which is like, but
Yeah.
I'll get her figured out and everything. And the others actually, so the family that I met yesterday, they're looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom, preferably closer to 4 bedroom. Basically under 350, either here in Hillsborough County or over in St. Pete. They live in South St. Pete right now. And I was like, well, you know, we can always search and everything and see if we can find you something there. So I've got them, and then I've got another retired couple of ladies that I guess they've got a daughter living with them or something. They're moving here from basically Tavares, Mount Dora area. They're renting over there, trying to move here to the Tampa area. They're basically looking for anything 2 bedrooms or more here in Hillsborough County, Polk County. I think I put the search in Pasco County as well. Most of what it sounds like they're finding that they like is over in Polk County, like Lake Wales kind of area. So that's what we're working on right there. That's what I've got.
I have a rental in Pinellas County that's a 2 bedroom if you're interested. If they're interested.
We're looking to purchase, like they're gonna be cash
Oh,
buyers.
Okay.
Yeah,
missed
yeah. Sorry, I don't know if I made that clear. I think that's it. This iBuyer program, there is at least one client of mine that's kind of sitting in the wings that might work out really well actually for her.
Okay.
So, yeah,
the good part is like,
Figure
it's
it out.
one thing I want you guys to understand. It is also just a massive lead magnet for you guys. It's not necessarily everyone's gonna sell their house to iBuyer, but it's getting a potential seller in your system to work with, and then also hopefully get the listing out of it.
yeah.
Because typically you're gonna make more money on the listing side anyway, because your sale price is gonna be higher typically than a cash buyer. But you know, these iBuyers are paying an insane amount of money for these houses, so you just never know. It is just an extra tool in your toolbox when you're meeting with the seller or when you're doing some prospecting. Like, you know, you could literally generate, like Emily was saying, like you could generate a postcard that says like, get a, you know, iBuyer cash offer on your house in 24 hours or less. All they have to do is literally enter their information, upload 2 photos, by the way, just 2 photos of the house to start the process. They will ask for more, obviously. So I'm in the process. I got swamped on Friday. I took like 50 photos of my own house. I'm doing it as a test to see if any iBuyer will buy my house. Unfortunately, I don't think they will, because my house is 1948 build. You just never know,
Yeah, you never know.
because it's a block house and you just never know. So I'm playing on it myself. But you guys, if you guys have, like, you should try it and just play with it, right? You got a newer house. And that stuff like that, you just never know what they're willing to pay for these houses. So it's a good strategy too for flippers.
Mhm.
You could possibly have your house sold before it even hits the market and just move on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would do it as a flipper because I want it to go highest and best and all that
Yeah.
stuff like that. But those offers are good.
Mhm.
It's like if you list it and, you know,
Yeah.
you might decide to take it. It might be really a good offer. You just never know.
Good
Still
morning.
call for highest and best,
Fast Realty.
you know?
Okay.
Anyway, Lauren, what do you got going on?
Well, actually, I've already like gonna get with 2 people this week about the iBuyer program because I've literally had 2 conversations with 2 specific people where they've been like, well, I mean, I think I'm just gonna like look into, and they're in like, they're both like Dade City, like Pasco County, which, you know, isn't as hot as some other areas, and I don't know, I don't really know why they
What
think
did,
that's gonna be better, but.
what do they have? Like, what are they, like? what are their homes?
So one of them is like a 4-2 block home,
Like in a neighborhood?
yeah, in the neighborhood, and then the other one is more rural.
The other one, like, my parents are looking in my area.
Okay.
They're actually in Dade City. Yeah, they're technically in Dade City.
Okay.
But they're looking for something with land where my dad can like eventually build a workshop and everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
so-
just trying to keep an ear out for them. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they might be set on this place over in Webster.
Webster's.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's,
It's just far from you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my parents used to live 10 minutes down the road, and now they're in Dade City, and now they're moving even further.
Yeah, but they want
But
space.
it's
So you have to
beautiful,
keep
like,
going
it,
north.
it's a beautiful home, everything, it's a new construction and stuff. So I just was curious.
Yeah, no, I'll keep in mind, for sure. So those 2, and then I got a lead off a TV for like 2 weeks ago that literally just keep playing phone tag, like she actually has tried to call me, but,
Oh, good.
but I've definitely called her more, but, so I'm gonna get on her.
She
stay on
buyer
her.
or seller?
So which the form she filled out was, she was kind of wanting to sell, and then also trying to decide if, you know, based on selling, if she would want to rent for a little bit or buy. So, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about that. I do have 2 listings coming up.
Nice.
One should be ready in like a week or 2, and then the other one probably more like 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, very nice.
So, yeah. And those are all Spear, like those are.
Perfect.
just
That's
my
how it's supposed to
people
go.
That I know.
Great. And then we obviously will want to talk about leveraging those listings, you know, as we close them and make money and
Yeah.
can put that right back into more marketing as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and if you guys have listings and coming up that you would like to sit down with us and talk about how to leverage that into really good marketing to get more listings besides the iBuyer program, please let me know. I'm happy to do that for you guys. I want more listings in the brokers just like you do. Okay, I want to make your guys' life so much easier as well, because I know from talking to you guys, Ilsa, who are working with a lot of buyers, like Michelle, like she was so excited she got a listing. So like last week, she was like, so excited I got a listing. I was like, let's leverage that, because I'm sure it's already under contract, into getting more.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I was trying to find more company listings to share with the rent-to-own program, and I was like, there's
always a
nothing.
handful.
It's always a
Just a
handful, but it's just
handful, and
gone.
they're gone.
Yeah. They're gone
Except
so
for that
fast.
one near me that won't sell.
Is that one the evil one?
No, it's the one on Marguerite.
Oh, that's mine. It's under contract now.
Oh, did it?
Is
Okay,
it
good.
finally under contract?
Yeah,
Good, good.
inspection is tomorrow.
Cool.
That's another stupid equity one. My God, we paid $285 for that house in 2019. Cash flowed it on a short-term rental for a while, then COVID, and then a whole bunch of other bullshit.
When
It's
we
under
had it
contract for
listed last year, nobody
$425.
wanted it because it was so close to the road.
But it's got a really big backyard.
It does, yeah.
And you can't hear from inside the house at
No.
all.
No,
it's a
people
lot.
are just dumb.
That's what I thought.
Nice windows.
Yeah.
So-
I know, I tried to get my wife to look at it. She's like, nope. She's like, it's too close to the interstate. I was like, that's her one thing. She won't budge on it. I'm like, all right, fine.
The other thing, like, I could get it if like, but the thing for me was like, it was the interstate's up there.
It's like,
So
yeah,
it's elevated,
Yeah.
so it's not like
Well, and
on the ground.
Yeah, it's not like being like by the off ramp or.
Right,
anything.
exactly. Anyway, hopefully it goes through
Yeah.
tomorrow. Earnest money got deposited Friday.
and that's like You got it listed for even more than we had it listed for last year.
Oh, yeah, market's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna want to let us keep, if they want the furnishings or not, 'cause if they don't want furnishings in it, I don't know what to do with it.
wasn't there like a pool
I'm
table? or
trying to
thing
start
going
my
Pool
on?
own
table?
baby staging company, so. if
Okay.
getting rid of
We've
any
thought
of
about
that,
doing the
let
same
me
thing
know.
for my flips and stuff like that, just to have a whole bunch of stuff, and stuff is nice.
My mother-in-law's trying to do that with her cleaning too, as kind of a secondary thing.
Yeah, I know Salem's doing that too and stuff like that, so maybe we'll just
It's
throw
one
them
of
in
my, like,
storage somewhere.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love to be staging.
What you got going on, Daniel?
Picking a realty team to work with. That's about it.
Yeah.
So
Where'd you come from again?
I'm from Maine.
Oh, awesome.
cool.
Yes.
Welcome to the warmer weather.
Well, thank you.
Sort of.
I lived in
They're all
Colorado.
bundled up in
too.
like,
Oh, okay.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Colorado and then I
Okay.
moved to Maine, and then I've been a real estate agent up there for a year and a half.
Nice.
How many deals did you do last year?
Almost 10 million.
Wow,
So,
In his first year and a
my
half?
first year and a half.
That's
Great.
awesome.
That's amazing.
Absolutely,
Hope you like it here.
absolutely.
That'd
Hoping to double that this year.
be
All
amazing.
right.
A great goal.
Yeah. I took
What's the
that
price
year
point,
off.
like average price point up there?
Right about 200.
Oh, wow, so yeah, if you pull the same kind of numbers, you're gonna really crush it down here. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
about triple that.
Yes, yes. Let's hope.
Yeah, right?
Definitely.
All right, guys. As always, we're here to help you guys. Let us know if you need anything. This will get uploaded into the university by the end of the day today, hopefully. And yeah, get your asses in the office.
Hey Greg, I got a question for you. It's April.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you guys upload the recording from the TB RIA meeting with the gentleman talking about like real estate marks 2022? It was like one of the first meetings.
Yeah.
You did?
It's on YouTube, under TB Ria's. Yeah.
Okay, so you have to go to TB RIA's YouTube like channel.
Yep, it's there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome. We'll have the, for those of you who, I don't think everyone was here, actually. Emily wasn't here. So Emily, we'll have the, the announcements, award ceremony and speech thing that we did from the 5-year anniversary party uploaded to YouTube probably by end of day today as well. So you can go
Okay.
watch that.
Okay, sounds good.
Everyone that wasn't here was like, what's all this stock option stuff you guys are talking about?
I
What
saw
is it?
that in the
I'm like,
chat.
Yeah, so it'll explain it in again, minor detail of what's going on. Again, we will have one-on-one conversations with all of you over the next few weeks to explain all this. So,
Cool. Thank
all
you.
right, Joel. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see
You
later.
too. Thank you.